And here we go. Ooh. Well, thank you, DE, for unclamping my mouse to the window. But, welcome, everybody, to Norselands. Let me do one more thing, actually. YouTube's going to be so upset with me. Perfect. Okay. It's been quite a while since we have used this map for community games. In fact, it's kind of been a while since I've done community games, right? Because there's so many times where Filster's been off of work. And if Filster's off of work on a Friday, then I can't do community games. So that, combined with various events, has led to us not doing community games as frequently. But we're back with community games. And we have Infoboat, longtime supporter of the channel. He's definitely going to be one of the favorites. He's playing as the Persians in teal. In the purple, we have Nanoz Kunda playing as the Byzantines. In the orange, we have Nero playing as the Ethiopians. In the yellow, we have Chiwi playing as the Britons. In the green, we have Just Out of Range playing as the Berbers. In the red, we have Nopsor playing as the Chinese. In the blue, we have Khmer for Big Boss Boy. And then last but not least, we have Dr. L playing as the Franks. And this is the Norselands. Now, I've established this ahead of time with Twitch as Big Boss Boy. This is such a Big Boss Boy thing. It's like, maybe it's because I'm a child, but I think his name is so funny to me. He tried to come up with the most intimidating name possible before he created an online account. But anyways, this Big Boss Boy is trying to steal stuff here. I previously established this with the stream that I'm awful when it comes to geography. So don't even try and ask me questions about where things are located here. It will only frustrate you and embarrass myself. But as far as Age of Empires goes, everyone has a doable dock position. And while the map is not mirrored, so it is going to be unfair at times, I think that gray is in a good position to heavy fish boom. Blue could always heavy fish boom over here. Teal could do it. And fishing ships are very important. So you can see the ecos here. Nopsor has 23 eco. That's villagers and fishing ships, I imagine. But then again, Nopsor was Chinese, so started with a few more. Whew. All right. That's about it. Endurance says, where do you think MBL lives? Why is it when T90 says one thing, chat does the opposite? I said I didn't want questions. MBL probably lives, hold on. I have to look at if anyone's going to get housed. I don't think MBL's on this map because everyone seems to have houses. So it would make sense that Norway is not located here. Sorry. The Dark Guard, thank you for 25 gifted subs. That is way too much and very generous of you. And if I could, I would high five you right now. But I can't do that. Sorry. Okay, so we played a trivia game recently. And there's a trivia question. I want to know, well, half of you guys are European, so you'll probably know this. But as an American, a lot of the groups were not getting it correct. How many countries border Norway? Answer real quick here so you don't Google it. How many countries border Norway? Okay, I have a lot of people saying 1, a lot of people saying 2. So I believe what I said was 2, and the answer's 3. I don't know what the countries are exactly. I think Sweden's one of them. Is it Sweden, Finland? Russia, Finland, Sweden. Oh, God. Villager just went down. Wait, where's the Velociraptor guy? Did he change his name? Did he get kicked? Well, there was supposed to be a guy in here named Vegan Velociraptor. But yeah, anyways, back to the trivia thing. That stumped me. And I was like, oh, I have some Age of Empires friends that live in those countries. I should know this. And I still didn't get it correct. All right. I have a trivia question for chat. How many people do we have right now? We have at least 2,000, right? This is a music trivia question. And I think it's one of the best trivia questions that I've ever thought of on my own. I think it will Well, we have a lot of people here, right? So there might be one person who gets it, but it's very complicated. You ready for this? Now, you have to answer fast so you don't Google it. Which artist came out with this song 1985? I know what most of you are gonna say. Are you serious, chat? Someone got it right away. A lot of people are saying Bowling for Soup. It's not Bowling for Soup. People know it because of Bowling for Soup's cover, but most people assume that it was Bowling for Soup. It's actually SR71. So there were 2 people in chat who got SR71. Well done, guys. Well done. All right. That's all I have for trivia. We should probably talk about the game now. There's always one person in the YouTube comments who gets really upset at these stages that I wasn't talking about the game. There's not really much I could talk about, though. Well, that's not true. There's a lot I could talk about. But I think since I've done this for 6 years, I like to chill in these moments. Now, I think... let's talk about the best positions. I think being up against the edge of the map is always nice. So Infoboat's position is probably the best, because he has a lot of land to expand to, and he has access to water. You could say a similar thing for Yellow, but for some reason it just doesn't seem like he can expand as much. Well, I don't know. That it's still fine. I think an alliance between Yellow and Teal would make sense. I have seen that they are setting up alliances. We will see some backstabs, I'm sure. And the kings are hidden inside the castles, but the goal is to snipe those kings. I think a good long-term alliance would be Infoboat and Chiwi, because they can clear out the people between them and then get trade. Why do you care about YouTube audience in community games, though? This literally is about the people here, T90 Love. Well, I mean, it's a different experience on YouTube, right? I think a lot of people like how the game's developed. They're not necessarily... I think a lot of people enjoy listening to me answer questions and all that, but it is true that I do have to talk about the game. You know, the big problem, it's a numbers thing, right? Whether it's a YouTube video or a stream, if 0.01% of people always dislike the content I'm making, the more viewers that the community gets, the more people that becomes. I guess 1% would be the easy math, but that's just how it goes. So, for the most part, I don't look too far into the negative comments. Unless it's my Stronghold gameplay, then that cuts deep. Because at least with Age of Empires, I've been doing it long enough where, you know, it doesn't bother me. But with my Stronghold gameplay, it cuts deep, man. It really does. Can you locate Denmark on the map, please? Yeah, it's out here, right? I think it's somewhere out here. I think it's underwater. Unfortunately, global warming has affected Denmark. What? This is a lot of land over here, and I'd like to see some trade cogs, maybe. Dock this location, and then trade cog over to the other side. That'd be pretty cool. That's Atlantis underwater. Yeah, but I thought Atlantis bordered Denmark. Is that not right? I thought they bordered each other. Sorry, I'm not too good with geography. Looking at the eco. Infoboat, as I called at the start, has a very big eco lead right now. But let's not forget about Nopsor. Nopsor's kind of smooshed in here, which is awkward. I think Nopsor just doesn't have as many fishing ships right now. That's the difference between him and Infoboat. Now, little Infoboat story here. Shoot, when was it? A year ago? A year and a half ago? When was NAC3, guys? It was January. Yeah, it was January of 2020, I guess. It was before COVID. I was in Hamburg for NAC3, and there was a meetup there. And it was the first time I'd met Infoboat. And Infoboat was very nice. And, you know, like, as most of you guys are when I meet you, you do have some guys who, you know, say bad things about me and walk away. That happens from time to time. But Infoboat was really chill. And I never apologized to this. And I don't know, maybe it's something I don't have to apologize for. But I got way too drunk. And I started talking about all types of things. Like history of the stream, history of Age of Empires, players that used to play on Foobly, blah, blah, blah. I think I talked for 4 straight hours. And I've always wondered if Infoboat, after about an hour, was like, is this guy ever going to shut up? I want to go home. Because I think we were out. I mean, there was a couple others. But we were out till something like 4 a.m. And then I remember I had to cast, and I didn't have much of a voice the next day. So, sorry about that, Infoboat. Let's see. It was Infoboat? Now, if I forget anyone, they will be offended. Infoboat and Eberk, both of which have been subbed to the channel for a couple years now. Infoboat, Eberk. Zybzek, were you there that time? No, who? There's one other person. I forget who was with us. But anyways, it's always cool to be able to hang out with you guys. Okay. I mentioned it before, but I think getting space for yourself is important. And so maybe Infoboat should be aggressive. It does mean you make some enemies, but clearing out purple would be good. Purple's got knights already. Purple doesn't have the greatest economy, though. 38 against the 83 of Infoboat. So Infoboat's got more than double the eco. Me, Tamatrix, and Karoo. Phil, sir, I've never met you. I've never met Tamatrix, and I've never met Karoo in person. What are you talking about? Yep, looks like your credit card is working. Thank you, AgeStam, and hello. I'm really fascinated with the house spacing for Nobzor. Is he going to make Arbalest and Chukanu and sit them in the one-tile gaps? There's something very visually appealing about this. When COVID is done, you should do an NA tour going city to city live streaming low Elo Legend land tourneys. You want me to do a cross-country tour for low Elo Legend land tournaments. I'm fairly certain that would be way too exhausting for me. I'm not sure it would be worth it. Now, I would love to do LAN parties and meetups. You know, it's a bit sad that I've only done one. Yeah, I've actually only done one in the States my whole quote-unquote career. And it was in Raleigh, North Carolina. I don't know if there's anyone near North Carolina watching right now. But this was 3.5 years ago. And it was 3.5 years ago, and we had about 12 people show up. But I think if we were to do one now, more people might be able to get there. The funniest part of that little meetup was how a couple came up to me, and I don't know if he's watching the stream right now, but a couple came up to me, and his wife was like, so you're the YouTuber my son watches when I want him to come to bed. She was like half upset. It's like, so you're the guy that my husband watches when I ask him to come to bed and he wants to stay on YouTube. I was like, hi. She didn't sound like that. If he's here, your wife doesn't sound that annoying. Not saying she's annoying at all, okay? She's a very nice lady. But, yeah, that was funny. Did I say son? Wait a second. It was husband and wife. There were no sons involved. If I said son, I'm so sorry. There were no sons involved. I'm so sorry. No, this was not in Alabama. Stop it. Okay. I misspoke. All right? I misspoke. All right. So I noticed that green is making camel archers, which is one of the best sniping units. It's mobile. It's got some attack, got some range. But I don't see any siege units to accompany that. So maybe it's just in defense for now. Is anyone in Imp yet? Well, Infoboat's halfway. Infoboat has 39 on food and is... You only get in so many community games nowadays, so Infoboat's ready to get some king snipes. As tryhard as can be over here, adding the stables, so probably looking to go for Paladin. And no big moves being made. Would it be better for gray and blue to team up together or not? I'm not sure. Aleki says, I was there. That's when I only knew you from YouTube with my friend. I remember you! Wait, you've been subbed to the stream ever since then? Wow, how have we not talked about this? Yeah, there were 3 or 4 people who showed up who had never been on the Twitch stream, and I didn't know what to expect. So I just assumed that the more dedicated people would be from Twitch. So I'd meet people and I'd say, like, hey, what's your Twitch name? And then there were these two guys who I think were college age. No, they definitely were like early 20s, college age. And they said, no, we don't actually watch on Twitch. We just saw you mention it on YouTube, and we thought we'd drive 3 or 4 hours to get here. That was really cool. Yeah, because, like, I don't know. It almost meant more to have people who just watch on YouTube show up to that. Because it was less expected. But now Aleki's been subbed to the stream for 2 or so years. Appreciate it. No, there's no land that connects between teal and blue. This is a transport from Nero. I assume Nero's trying to get relics. But you can't cross over here unless you somehow glitch units. I wish we could have a Stronghold Age of Empires 2 crossover and you could lay down a bridge here. Or you could fill in the little water region with some sand and walk right across. We just knew you from YouTube and now we are competitive and 2K level team games, you got us hooked. Heck yeah. Spreading that addiction. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's funny. I've never brought that up. I didn't know that you were one of those two. I would have mentioned it if I continued to tell stories from that night. There's other stories from that night, but I don't think I'll get there. But yeah, man, I mean, I think like type of 1 in Twitch chat, if you're not the most social guy like you or girl, you know, you don't do things out in public all the time, but you wish you would have done it more now that COVID's happened. Like, I'm a pretty talkative guy on stream. I'm a pretty talkative guy throughout life, but I'm not going out all the time. I'm not that type of guy, like maybe once a month. I've always been that way. But now that COVID's happened, I feel like I'm just going to be a social butterfly going everywhere once I can and once it's safe. Then again, it's easy to say that. And then after like 3 weeks, I'm going to say, nope, I like the internet more. Thank you. But anywho, it's a bit sad. And the fight's about to go down, right? Oh, there we go. It's a bit sad that I haven't done a lot. What the? Okay, purple. I hope this works. Guys, can you put petards inside siege towers? I think that's what purple is going to try for. And I don't think you can. So poor purple wanted to go for the crazy plays over here with knights and petards. And sadly, is already being attacked by cavalier. Feels bad. I guess you could use the siege towers as a distraction. I mean, as I said before, I think it makes sense for Infoboat to clear out purple. Because then he's not threatened on any side. And then he's able to trade through this region. Here he goes with petards, but he has no real way of killing a king. I say that orange has his king inside of that castle. Let's see if orange trusts purple or what. Okay, apparently not. This is the wise move. I wouldn't let petards go through my base. Even if purple was saying just passing, and purple just takes out that town center. I feel bad for purple. If purple had a little more time, maybe would have gone and made a move here. Boom. Or not. Go for the castle. He won't have enough to take out the castle and kill the king. Well, pay respects in chat, please, for purple. Also, pay respects for Age of Empires 2 DE 8-player performance, because this is like stuttery-do over here. I've seen much worse, so hopefully it doesn't get worse, but I thought there was an attack over here between gray, red, and blue. That's not the case, but it might happen soon. Big Boss Boy, being Khmer, is getting all the Scorpion upgrades. It has been far too long since I've seen mass Scorpions from Khmer. It's a very satisfying thing. What size are real-world maps? Because I know Giant has performance issues. It's Matrix. I think it depends on the map. I think some real-world maps are on Ludicrous, some are on Giant, some are on size 8. But it doesn't say here, which is the problem. Because you can't choose options. It's not like you can go Arabia, size 2, size 8. Here you pick Northlands, you get Northlands. What's the most satisfying thing? What is the most satisfying unit to see kill units in Age of Empires? I could have said that better, but would you say Scorpions or Siege Onagers or Teutonic Knights? I think Siege Onagers still more satisfying than Scorpions, personally. I also love the new noise of Siege Onager. Just like, vroom. It's just this giant, it sounds like thousands of rocks hitting the ground, you know? Okay. Flaming camels. It's unique. Speaking of unique, we have elite Genitors over here. Genitors are no joke. If you get armor upgrades, it's 8 pierce armor. Plus, it's a mobile unit with a lot of HP. They can counter Arbalest quite well. What's the deal here? I would hate to be in Nero's position right now, because Nero seems to be massing a lot of units and preparing for an attack, but it might be a Nero sandwich. We might have yellow and green and teal move in on poor Nero. Elephant Archer Rush. The most satisfying thing is the Elephant Archer Rush. Hey, well, Purple's still alive, guys. Let's not forget about Purple. Purple has not died yet. Keyword being yet. Looks like the king... Oh, no, that's not the king. I don't even know where the king is currently. Oh, it's in the castle. Okay. And Purple was trying to reboom. Yellow will take Purple out. And unfortunately, this is one of the maps where you probably have to be aggressive in the middle positions, because you'll get sandwiched to either talk to someone early and form an alliance or be aggressive. I think Purple was trying, just wasn't able to get there in time. But just as I mentioned, now Nero's getting attacked by these paladins. I think currently Nero's still allied to Infobo. So he had to go up to the Diplo options, and he had to change that. It's a lot of paladins. Genitors are OP. I lost to Genitor only on Arena. Feels bad, man. Yeah, that guy who was playing you wasn't very good either. Sorry about that, by the way. I'm really hoping Purple could somehow find an area to TC. Like, these two villagers drop a TC here. He does have the resources and survive. A stable! He could go imp after he builds his TC. He has tons of resources. 72 on food for Infobo. That's nuts. I'd like to see Halberdier for Nero. Halberdier Arbalest would counter that. But Nero should probably be saying to green and yellow, help me, instead of saying, like, if you don't say anything in this position, it's very likely they will work with teal. Over on this side, blue still has so many scorpions inside of his siege workshop. Like, everyone's just being patient and waiting to show what they've got. And then we see some trade cog trading. Blue is trading to here, though. I don't like that. I think if they know about this, yeah, this would be the area to trade with trade cogs, because it's a straight route. Persian paladins do get extra attack versus archers. The bonus many people forget about. So when they engage against the Arbs, they're doing more damage. But at the same time, Ethiopian Arbs do fire pretty quickly. I think that's a very good fight for Infobo. I mean, he can... Even if he loses these paladins, he's going to clear out so much of Nero's base. Shotel warriors. Well, they're missing a lot of upgrades, but they are elite. I guess you could use the Shotels versus Siege, but this is full gold units for Nero. I think it'd be wiser to use the food and wood and make Halberdier. They counter the paladin. It also does not cost gold. I will give 5 subs if someone builds 3 archer ranges on Iceland. All right. I don't know where Iceland is, but sounds good to me. And Gray was just defeated. And oh my god, he was defeated by scorpions. 43 Khmer scorpions at this point having full upgrades, which is double crossbow, siege engineers, everything you'd want. And look at the bolts fly. L Dr. L, the first person to go down. Say goodbye, El Dr. L. Now, did you guys hear the defeated noise there? Did they update that in the most recent patch? Because I've been complaining for over a year that there's no defeated noise in Diplo games. I think I heard something. That's nice. I appreciate that, devs. Credit where credit is due. Well, there won't be any 3 archer ranges anymore unless someone else gets over here. Blue has so many resources. Blue could be a favorite. Might eventually run out of wood if he doesn't expand. That does happen on this map, but... You know what I really like? And I don't think it's possible with Age of Empires, but... I would love it if when you kill someone, you get their resources. That would change Diplo games so much. Because imagine if you're on your last bit of pop, you're at 30 population, but then you snipe the top dog and they had tens of thousands of resources. If you then receive their resources, how amazing would that be? Purple does not have a town center. It's just making knights. If he kills Infobo, that would be so amazing. I highly doubt he can take out a castle with knights, though. On this side, red's pushing green. Just out of range, is just at 100 pop. And has light cav and cavalier, but it looks like Chukunu and Halb. And also, we have Nopsor sending Halbs over this way. I assume to defend orange. But that's awkward because both yellow and teal are working against orange. It might actually be better for red if he kills orange himself. He doesn't want to be against yellow and teal. I don't know. And again, green's being attacked. Green will go down. Maybe he'd be next anyways. You can do that, just not on standard map script. It requires a bunch of triggers. Gotcha. But does it actually give the resources of the player who's died? Or does it just give a set amount of resources? Because I don't see how triggers could allow you to send the dead person's resources over. I'm not that experienced, though, when it comes to all that stuff. Now, green has the king inside of that town center. What's funny is the trebs are hitting the villagers and not the TC. So the best way to repair your town center is to actually stack the villagers in the middle like that, because the trebs will kill a villager instead of doing damage to the TC at times. But king is now out. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it's in there somewhere. There it goes. And it's not really running the right way. This went from 0 to 100 really quick. Okay, so yellow is attacking red. So red is still trying to stand... Wait a second. Am I getting this right? Wait, no. Yellow is attacking... Did I get that right? Yellow is attacking teal? Keep an eye on that. The king for green is on the move right now. But it almost looked like yellow was attacking Infoboat's hussars. So Infoboat, definitely one of the favorites here, has a lot of map control, but does not have trade set up if yellow is not working with him. It says yellow just changed diplomatic stance with you to enemy. Oh, that's because green just got sniped. There you go. Yellow, I was on green's point of view, and yellow just turned on him to snipe the king. So F's in chat, please. And salutes for just out of range. Just out of range, probably a similar problem to purple earlier. Just didn't have an ally. You have to... If you don't make yourself useful on a map like this, when 50% of the map is land, then they'll just take your land. They'll see that map control as more useful than you. And so I think you have to trade early. I don't know, sweet talk people. Say they're cute. What is this trade? Oh, that's a shame. That's funny. How we have trade cogs going this way, but green's out of the game now. Either make yourself useful or be invisible. Pretty much, Looney Loser. Okay, but I have this right. Nopsor is attacking teal. And also, yellow's attacking teal. So it's like red and yellow want to team up. But then what's blue going to do? I think blue and teal are doing their own thing right now. I don't think they have any interest in really teaming with someone long term. And I think blue is going to... Oh, and since gray was still allied with him, he can delete the units. That's interesting. I think he's going to steamroll red at some point. I don't see what Chinese do against full elephants and scorpion. But yeah, I could be wrong on some of these details. What's purple up to? Knights here? Did he attack with the knight somewhere? Oh, and the king is just sitting right there. Purple is an absolute beast. I love how purple's continuing to try and play. Not really trying to reboom, which is sad. I'd like to see a TC here. But the king's still alive. I might jinx him. But like, hey, if you're gonna kill me early and not allow me to boom, not choose me to be your friend, then I'll make sure that I'm a thorn in your side for as long as possible. Can villagers garrison inside of the house? When did they update this? Khmer villagers can. Yes. Khmer villagers can. That's not a recent update. Khmer have been around for a few years. Now, fun fact. As Khmer, you can garrison kings inside houses. That's something that a lot of people don't know. You cannot put kings inside siege towers or anything, but you can put a king inside of a house if you're Khmer. So what happens now? I mean, orange has very little left. Ooh, orange is down here. What area of the world is this, chat? Whatever area this is, orange has walled it up, and orange is going to try and reboom. There's really not much here. Germany, Denmark. Yeah, I'm getting Germany and Denmark. It's Jermark. It's Danger. Okay, gotcha. Oh, this is Hamburg? All right. It's pretty fitting. When I was in Hamburg, it was very cold. And oh, he's bringing the relics too. Smart thinking. It was very cold, and there wasn't really much going on besides NAC. So West Philadelphia, West Philadelphia, get out of here. Boominator, thank you for the prime. Okay, so orange will lose his main eco. However, he will have relics, and he has his king, and he has a new base, a new settlement. So he will live to fight another day. Purple apparently doesn't care about adding a town center. Because purple could add a new town center right now. But we'll have Infoboat running low on gold pretty soon. And Infoboat doesn't have a teammate. Now this is where purple should be like, ha! I told you to be friends with me. Because if you had friendship, then this wouldn't be an issue. That's just how Diplo goes. Infoboat thinks I need to take control, so let's be mean. Now Infoboat wishes he had a friend. He's gonna make hussars and crossbows. Fortunately for him, with Persians, the crossbows only cost wood. But I think Chukunu, Halberdier, Siege Ram, Arbalest from Britain's all that shreds Infoboat's options. So I think Infoboat probably needs to fall back. Maybe start using some Diplo skills. So for everything that blue has done, it was a one and done thing. He rolled in with the scorpions, he killed the king, and that was it. But he's going to now put scorpions inside of transports? What? If he snipes everybody with scorpions, how amazing would that be? Also, he really needs to get the dock upgrade so his transports can fit more than 5 people. That's a lot of transports, man. I don't know Khmer's water tech tree too well, but I think every single civ gets careening at least. So careening would give you 10 pop space instead of 5. Oh, this is going to take forever. What? Dude, just get one upgrade. You double what you can fit in here. How many transports is he going to have to make? Oh my god. All right. Well, I'll keep you updated on that. I think that'll take a while. But yeah, every single civilization gets careening, so he should be able to at least fit 10 in each transport. I see him with stables now, so he's thinking probably hussar spam, maybe even elephants, because he's got resources to do anything. Atkins to 7 months. I better not tell my girlfriend how much I've spent being subbed. Don't do that. All right? No, you can tell your girlfriend things. What I'm saying is, don't ever add up how much something you do on a regular basis costs, unless it's something that's excess. Obviously, watching me cast Age of Empires is not excess. But if you were to add up how much you spend on food every week, add up how much you spend on you've spent on internet, all these things that you need, then it quickly gets out of hand. That's excess. It's not excess. $5 a month for quality farm placement. It's not excess. That's called budgeting. You're supposed to do that. My point is, if it's something you enjoy, it's not that big a deal. That's all I'm saying. It is excess. Overconfidence. Stop it, man. You're ruining my career. It is really triggering me that Big Boss Boy won't get careening, though. Like, this is so much more work for him. I don't know what Infoboat does here. Elite elephants, the chonkers. Well, he needs mahoots. He doesn't really have much consistent gold income, so the fact he's gone for elite elephants, nuts. See, Purple's been raiding him over here. But, T90, the gateway drug to excess spending. Oh, God, what have I done? What have I done? Thank you, Grim. Hello there, Grim, the biggest Britain's fanboy on this channel. So, Elite War Elephant, I have to remember, I think it's 1,600 food, 1,200 gold just for the upgrade. Then the units themselves are something like 120 food, 80 gold a pop, maybe more than that. But anyways, that Mahoots is an upgrade he'll need. It's just so expensive when you don't have consistent gold income. T90, if we get a tier 3 sub, will your farm placement improve? No, but if you get a tier 3 sub, you instantly hop up 200 elo in game. There are tier 3s right now in chat that will confirm. Maybe that's not the case anymore. I don't know. Tier 3s will have to confirm it, but we'll see. Oomba says untrue. How dare you? Sorry, I thought it was doing more for you. Chukunu and Britain Arbalest. The elephants are so tanky, but long term, I don't think Infoboat can afford them. Teal has spent all of his food now. He still didn't care about adding the TC. Did I say teal? I meant to say purple. Where's Purple's king at, though? Oh, it's in Blue's town center, which is over here. And Blue still hasn't moved out here with the transports, but did get careening. And so I think all of the siege is in there now. And, oh no, what am I talking about? There's more siege here. Maybe he'll mix in some light cav there. Oh, wow. Okay, so if Red has his king in that castle, that's perfect to transport it instead of you move those slow units across the map. That could be a big boss play. Rig me out, Coach Slacker, no problem. I can definitely do that. Thank you. So who's your favorite, guys? If you had to pick one player to win this game, who would it be right now? Because while Nopsor and Infoboat have very good score, I fear for both of them for different reasons. Yellow, he doesn't have that many resources banked up. I guess Big Boss with these resources should be the favorite, actually. Don't forget about Nero. Nero's rebooming. This is something Purple could have done, but Purple just didn't really seem to care about winning. I think just wanted to be a thorn in Infoboat's side, and maybe contributed to the fact that Infoboat was distracted and didn't get to where he wanted to be. Still, for a while, Infoboat could make crossbows and hussars, but crossbows and hussars should not be enough. All right. I'm waiting for it. Let's check the transports. 5 scorps. 3 scorps. 5 scorps. 10 scorps. 4 trebs. 6 scorpions. 10 scorpions. That's a lot of siege, man. That is a lot of siege. Woo, boy. And there's still a lot more room in these transport ships. I think going for red would be an epic play, but maybe they have some type of an alliance there. We can't see in-game chat. Do you guys think we'll ever get spec chat? I'm curious on the community's thoughts on this. Because at this point, it's been over a year. Do you think it'll ever happen? Or do you think that it will happen, and when? I want it, but we'll never get it. See, I still think we'll get it. I still think it'll take time. But honestly, they might just be jerking me along. They might not want to give me a no. I'd prefer that they just say no, so we could just accept that that's our life now. All right, so most of you think no. It's kind of sad, man, it's a shame that you guys feel that way. You know, I don't think that we should, well, what is Orange doing over here? I don't think that everyone should so quickly be thinking no with a question like that. You know, I think in an ideal situation, everyone would be saying yes. So it feels bad, man. So I guess Nero wants to expand over here. If Nero has time to reboom, I'm telling you, Nero could surprise everyone, because Nero will not be at the top of the list of people to snipe. Purple's just kind of there right now. Purple's not doing anything. Because for the last 30 minutes, has been alive, but not booming. You've just given up hope. I see. No, I get that. I get that. Trust me that I have complained about it enough on streams and behind the scenes to know that they are aware that it's an issue. I also have a video at some point, so I think while I'm not going to cry and scream and whine to get what I want, I think it's important that when good things happen, that the game is praised and the devs are praised, but if bad things are there too, that it also is spoken about. The problem is I'm really bad with, like, I stream so much, and the way I handle my YouTube content is I'm already putting in a lot of time, and so I'm not so good with the recorded content because it's just a time thing. So the situation in this game has not changed much. Oh god, where did blue go though? Where did blue go? What did I do? What was I do? Okay, he's over here. Whew. It's really tough to spot blue in the blue water. And Infoboat's resigned. So Infoboat just calls the GG and says, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to die. And so this would be the time for blue to strike red, because red's got to be thinking, blue's sitting down there doing nothing. Is he going to surprise me at some point? This would be the time to strike, but did Big Boss Boy wait too long? Red does have so much military on the other side, though. Wait! Yellow's turning on red. What the? You guys were best buds! All it took was for Infoboat to go down and you hate each other? Seems like red is also sending rams towards yellow's base. And then here comes blue with the transports. Now, this is going to help blue because red is greatly distracted. Then again, red is currently allied with blue, so if he's looking, he could see that. And he's relocated his king. And he's been making petards, too. Wow. So maybe he'll go petard Chukunu to take out blue. Blue is sending the transports around. Did I get this wrong? Is it possible blue wants to take out yellow? Over here, yellow is now attacking blue. Wow, okay, so it's yellow on his own now. Let's just forget Nero and purple exist. Okay, purple's now dead. So, oh yeah, purple was in that town center. That's right. But yeah, let's forget about Nero for a while. Blue... What's going on here? It's almost like he can't decide who he wants to attack. Green's been out of the game for a while, but Green's trade cogs are still trading. Coming this direction. So far, this isn't the most convincing. Normally, I like to see them hop out of the transport and strike. This is not telling me who he wants to attack. It is really janky to get units out of transport ships, so I get him there. Red at 190 pop, yellow at 190 pop, and blue at 200. Or no, I lied, 180. So between the top three, very close. But yeah, it's true. It's a death ball push H-Stam. He just won't have reinforcements. Would be pretty cool if he brought Vills here. 40,000 wood in the bank, making Hussars from home. Still missing upgrades on those. And who will he decide to attack? Looks like it'll be yellow. And yellow is running on thin ice. Not the ice over here, but he just does not have a lot of long-term resources. Herpy Derpy, thank you for 6. He says, watch the entire 2v2 World Cup on YouTube. Thanks for the always stellar content. Thank you. I'm really happy with the way that event went. The games were good. There was competition and all the different groups. We had some memes, right? Different settings. I can't wait for the next one, honestly. I think in 2021 we'll probably have another one because it was so popular and players enjoyed. Yellow has 118 military, so that explains why his resources don't look too hot. He just does not have a lot of pop space for eco. You would need Onager or Hussar to counter this, and even Hussar might not be enough. That is a lot of siege. Wait a second, so Green's trade cogs? Maybe they genuinely did block Blue from going through there. You see how they bugged out because they're running into each other? So Green's out of the game, but unless they take care of his trade cogs, he's blocking that off. A red has ejected the petards. His king is still safe. He has elite Chukunu. Doesn't have stable, so he cannot make any light cap, but he's making skirms. I think Nopsor is working alongside Big Boss right now. I mean, in Nopsor's defense, Yellow did turn on him first. At least that's what it looked like. Guys, if Orange gets a King Snipe, how freaking epic would that be? The guy's at 120 pop. He's making transport ships. He has elite Shotel warriors. He could actually do this. He could actually do this. And he's also trading over water. So he has some gold income. It's not the most impressive gold income, but is that and 4 relics. This is some... Look at this! Oh, please get all your Shotel warrior upgrades, though. He only has the feudal age attack and armor upgrades. One of the best units to snipe the snipe buildings, excuse me, would be the Shotel warrior. Very high attack. You get arson with that, they shred. Now, they'd also get shredded by scorpions. Yellow doesn't even have champion. I think he forgot that Britons get champion or something. Just fighting with two-handed swordsmen. He might have the werewolf upgrade, so he could use the Briton Trebs, but he doesn't have a lot after this. I think the end is near for Yellow, and this would be the time for Orange to strike. So he's loading up those transport ships. Also, if I were him, I would put the king in this corner. I think that would be wiser than this area. Well, then again, what's to stop him from just making a gate here and expanding into this area? I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens with Nero. What a name, too. Whoa, here comes Red with the petards. These are normally units you use to be sneaky. Is he about to use petards against trebuchets? Okay, I mean, that works, I suppose. So that tells us that he had no interest in taking out blue then. Or maybe he did have interest at one time and he just wanted to use those. Not worth it, price-wise. Back to orange. He's still making transport ships. Why is he making more transport ships? He has all the upgrades. He can fit 20 in each transport. Maybe it's that he needs more transports in a certain area. 7 in that one, 2 in that one, 16 in that one, 13. I don't know. Maybe some of the Shotel warriors get claustrophobic. Okay, now he's getting his next round of upgrades. These are the Castle Age infantry upgrades. And will he be able to surprise someone? Smart move from Big Boss. He has the gather point from this castle set to the tower. And so if this goes down, it will eject the king into the tower and keep it alive a bit longer. I don't think this was great from Nero. Nero just set blue to enemy before he arrived, and this gives Big Boss some time. Big Boss is going to start walling up. But Big Boss, he needs to produce. He needs to get units here. He doesn't have anything here. Oh, he's sending everything back home. If they had full upgrades, that castle would go down. I think because of the lack of upgrades, it might not. Let's see. If Nero gets this, it would be so epic. His old base is ruined. His old base is gone. He had to reboom. Can he get this king kill? And missing the upgrades. He had the time. The castle, I think it'll go down, but will the king pop out? If the king goes into the tower, it gives Blue a little bit more time. Desperate repairs from Big Boss, who ran out of stone. And now the king is inside the tower. So you actually have to take out the castle, then take out the tower. I don't think Orange can do it. He's now realized this. He's clicked the tower. The scorpions are here. Wow, that was so close. And honestly, if Orange just had his blacksmith upgrades, I think he kills Blue there. Because with that extra +2 attack and with the extra armor, the units survive a bit longer amongst the castle and tower fire. And they do more damage while they're there. But what an attempt from Orange. Now he's got to be careful, though. Oh, God. Oh, no. Get out of here fast. Wait, where's the king at? Oh, wait a second. I just saw it. Oh, the king is... What? Why is your king here? The king is next to Blue stables. What in the... That is the worst possible spot. At least here you'd have some chances to run away. I wonder if he's forgotten about his king. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, there he goes. And he's off probably to... You guys said this was Denmark? Or Iceland. Iceland, excuse me. That makes more sense. Sorry. Again, as I previously stated, suck with geography. Well, issue for him is his relics were here. And that's the big way he's been bringing in gold. Update on yellow and red. Yellow at 150 pop, red at 100 or 200 pop. So I prefer red in that spot. I wonder if Blue is going to continue to chase down Orange, just in case Orange wants to attack him again, or if he'll end up thinking about helping out Red again. I think what I would do if I'm Blue is kill Orange before I do anything else. Is it possible for Orange to generate enough resources while having this small area? Ever since Kiss? We didn't kiss, chat. That means that it's been fun watching the stream. You know what? I won't explain it. Thank you, Horror, for the 9 months. Are equal with the $10 donos. There's some love from YouTube. Well, welcome. Thank you. Sorry I missed that. I was preoccupied with all the death and the misery and destruction. I think Yellow's dead, or will soon be dead. There's no way Britons can stop Mass Siege Ram, Skirm, Chukunu. Well, that's not true, actually. If they had Onager, they could stop that, but Yellow does not have Onager. My phone is ringing. And, okay. Someone from Tennessee is calling me. I don't know anyone from Tennessee. Your mom's the only 10 I see. Ah! But no, she only calls me on Thursday nights. What's in here? Demos? Ah, Yellow's waiting for Red to get near the shoreline. I like that. I believe in Orange. I believe he has one too many transport ships. But I believe that he could do this. He's bringing one relic over here at least. If he could be sneaky and take these relics, as Red is even... Well, Red! Blue, you can't let him get away with this. Blue did all the work to clear out Orange, and Red's going to build a monastery there and try and steal the relics. Cheeky stuff there. T90 is the only Tallahassee? Tallahassee? What? I don't think that works. I don't think that works. Thank you, though. Red's playing really well. Good reinforcements. Now is tech switching a bit to maybe get some light cav in here. Yellow would need a king snipe, but I don't see that happening. But guys, maybe Red should talk to Yellow and they should form an alliance against Blue, because Blue has so many resources banked. And Blue could probably kill everyone with this composition. Again, there's a lot of Shotels. If orange is smart about this, he'll wait until blue is preoccupied. Blue would have to invest into some navy to be able to kill orange. So that's a whole line of tech switches. You need to get the attack upgrades. You need to get to galleon or whatever. Maybe fires. Probably both. At the docks. Plus, he doesn't have the pop space because he's a 200 pop. So I think orange will be fine for a bit. As for yellow, yellow's king is right there. Yellow's king will be able to outrun Rams, but yeah, I guess it's just reboom after reboom after reboom, and then he'll have to take out Infoboat's base to be able to expand anywhere. I'll put this king on a control group. There we go. What's blue even doing? Well, again, I think that blue right now is thinking about taking out red because orange is too much work. Red is exposed, so here he comes. Red's king is inside of that castle. It would make sense for blue to do this right now. Plus, yellow's already been weakened by red. So, yeah, that combined with the fact that yellow, or sorry, red, is trying to take your relics. I say take out red here, take those relics in the south, and then worry about yellow. All the while, you have to keep in mind that orange could always snipe you. Didn't they add the feature to find kings on the last patch? If they did, I didn't hear about it, and red's on the move now. If they did, I'll need someone to tell me what the hotkey is. I don't think there's a hotkey for that. But if there is, that'd be amazing. Alright, so he did the right thing. He brought in hussars with scorpions, and he sat at the base of the castle, but the king's already gone, and red's on the move. Give me a sec. Alright, thanks. Check for that. I'd be very surprised if they added that, but if they did, that'd be amazing. Next thing I want is a Fog of War hotkey, instead of a random flare, which doesn't work while I'm casting. Wait a second. I heard a flare. Oh, someone researched treason. Ah, blue. He researched treason so he could see where red's king was, and he might have caught a glimpse of it there. You only see it for a second or two. And there goes the king. They added a go-to king hotkey. I don't know if I can trust you guys because I had 20 people telling me a different hotkey. I'll worry about that. Command Shift K is what Yoda Evil Twin is saying. Well, if they added that, that's pretty sick. Yellow is running away from red. Red is running away from blue. And then there's orange. And orange is loading up the transports. Let's go. Loading up the transports. He has 118 Shotel warriors. Wow. He still doesn't need as many transport ships, but what a beautiful sight. It's Matrix's don't trust anyone without a sword. Yeah, some people are less creative than others. I'm well aware that Alt F4 doesn't do it. You can try your best to use Onager against these scorpions. Those were two good shots. But it's crazy how scorpions of all things can take out Onagers, which should be their counter. Okay, yellow. I think yellow's trying to find room to expand. Oh, the king is leading the way. So the king is with the Arbs. Infoboat still has a lot of castles, though. And when Infoboat resigned, box formation around the king. Let's go. Let's go. This is where that T90 Pog emote is useful. How do you even control this? Does the king always stay in the middle? I don't think so. But yeah, he needs to take out Infoboat's castles to expand. Where's Orange at? Still has not sent out his units. Also, did they add the new PogChamp? Is that the new PogChamp I'm seeing in chat? It's going to take some getting used to. That's the new PogChamp? Gotcha, okay. This is satisfying, though. I don't know how you can make it so your king's always in the middle. Maybe he's doing it manually. He has one control group for his army and the other one for the king. But no, they seem to be moving the same direction. Wouldn't it be something if Infoboat somehow kills this king? Box formation automatically groups up around the king? Sick. I had no clue. Oh my god! I think Big Boss Boy is very distracted at the moment. Big Boss Boy is getting rammed and skirmed and Elite Chukunu down. And blue he has a lot in the queue. He has elite battle elephant already on its way. He has hussars, then elephants, and more scorpions. So it will be very difficult for red still, especially pushing up a hill. Problem for blue is he has military spread out around the map. Like these rams are spread out around the map. This is why I had said that it's better to just focus on one player. But I'm waiting for orange. You know, if orange... Who is the best player for orange to focus on right now, chat? To give him a chance of winning, that is. Should he still go for blue? Should he go for red, maybe? Initially, I was thinking he could go for red. But I think that then blue's too strong. So I still think you should go for blue. He doesn't know that blue has the resources banked up. And the gold's disappearing pretty quickly when elephants are in the cube. But, I mean, elite battle elephant, which is now in. He's still missing tusk swords, apparently. But, yeah, I mean, that's no joke. So, yeah, I got excited, and I wanted him to go for red. But red's also on the other side, so it wouldn't be a great idea. How's yellow doing? Yellow's still doing okay. Okay, yellow doesn't know about that castle, though, and the king's in the front. What if he moves this direction? Oh, boy. Infobo, are you in chat right now? You might get a king snipe. There's so much to pay attention to. Shotel warriors. Kings. This fight here where red's getting slaughtered. Red has 6 on food, 17 on gold, 2 on wood. He cannot do much right now. You just straight up can't do anything against this if you're Chinese. Except maybe your own scorpions. Khmer, one of the best post-him civs. What you can do is you can say, hey, Nero, please hit blue as he's pushing into my base. The yellow still dealing with some raids. Red is... He's battling 2 very strong players right now. I say yellow's strong. He's really not anymore, but he was for a bit. Okay, let's double check these transport ships. Here they come. Orange has 156 Shotels. Oh my god. Tell me his blast furnace and he has the final armor upgrade now. Is there a Shotel I can click to see? Please do not go in without full upgrades. You've had all the time in the world. And Blue's king is still inside that fiery tower. So he's focused on killing red. Nero could do this. Okay, yellow on the move with his army and his king. Orange does have a blacksmith, yes. It's actually his original blacksmith. Still there. Sneaky, sneaky. Now, he shouldn't be allied with blue. So it's not like blue. Yeah, blue won't see this. Here comes yellow. So he's leaving teal's base. He might need the arbs here. And red's trying to expand his economy in the same area. And yellow's denying that. The red's really in trouble right now. I don't think Nobsor can win this game unless blue is taken out by orange. So if you time it properly here, what you can do is you could wait until red's about to die, then strike blue and kill him. So then red's dead, blue's dead, and then it's a 1v1 against yellow, and yellow's eco is not all that strong. See a signal from orange, and he is researching coinage, so I feel like he has a friend out there that he's talking to. But Microsoft hates us, and Bill Gates thinks I'm the worst, so we have no spec chat. We can't see what they're saying. But if you get coinage, that usually means you're going to send resources to someone. So it makes sense that maybe he'll be sending resources to red. Or yellow. Now he's getting banking, so okay, banking reduces the tax even more. Nopsor has really impressed me. Again, this is perfect. He really needs the last armor upgrade in his light cap, but still clears out all the scorpions. Now has halbs and scorpions for the elephants. Blue has just struggled being able to group up his units and fight properly. And oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god. He has so many Shotels. Oh my god. The thing is, while elephants will kill this eventually, and so will scorpion, can you keep your king alive? 150 Shotel warriors. Is this preschool? Because it's show and tell. Let's go. Quick walls. Quick walls. Does he know the king's still in that tower there? I think you use half of your army to attack the elephants. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. He does have full upgrades now. The tower is at 400 HP. A few hits on that tower. Oh my god. Just watch his pop drop. Oh my god. These things are getting massacred. The palisade was a really smart move. I'll talk about that in a second. He's not going to get it. He just went from 200 pop to 70 pop to 60 pop to 50 pop. Wow. That went so much worse than I expected. That was horrible. Oh, God. Okay, so I'll tell you why that was sick from blue. So the palisade walls, they affect the pathing of the infantry units. So if the palisade walls weren't there, then infantry units could attack on this tile and this tile. And what was happening was units had to wrap around in order to attack this side. And this side was partially blocked off, and this side was entirely blocked off. So that was a good play. And now Nopsor has just sent Nero 800 gold. So I think we do have an alliance between Nopsor and Nero. In my opinion, they should be trading on water then. They have no reason not to be trading heavier on water. Now, yellow still doesn't like red very much. And blue is... Well, this is weird. Yellow has blue set to enemy, but blue has yellow set to ally. So I'm not sure if blue and yellow are a team or what. But the king is right there for yellow. And I highly doubt red knows that. So he's just here hoping to take out yellow's base, and he'll lose all of his Chukonu. So this is kind of how I see things. Blue has, for a long time, had the better position. But he doesn't have a friend, and he doesn't have trade. So if this continues for a while, then I think that blue could struggle. Blue also doesn't seem to have the greatest micro with his units. I say that as, oh my goodness, Chinese scorpions and Khmer scorpions going at it. Yeah, this will be a great fight for blue if he engages. But it's a tough one to call. I don't think yellow's in a strong position to win. But the players who have been in the strongest position to win games have eventually just run out of steam. Khmer scorpions are broken. Yes, getting rocketry for your scorpions as Chinese is strong, but Khmer elephant scorpion combo is truly just better than anything that you'll see from Chinese. Blue does have trade on water, does he? 25 gold a trip. He's trading with who? Don't tell me he's trading with red. Has he been trading with red this entire time? Oh my god. He's been trading with red. And I guess red hasn't realized that because he's so focused. They're stealing gold from the treasury, me lord. Oh god, man. Poor red just doesn't know. Well, if he knew, he could delete the docks and then make a few fires out there. But blue with the trade heist. Let's go through the populations again. Orange? Yo, I freaking love Nero. If at first you don't succeed, try again. He's not going to change his strategy at all. He's not making a single trebuchet. It's just Shotel after Shotel. But anyways, Nero is loading up. He's at 110 pop again. Red might be dead. Red's at 110 pop, but he has elephants here. He does have halberdiers. Blue needs to be slightly hesitant about how he takes the fight. If you go only for the castle, you could lose all your elephants. Does red have blue on ally or something? What's happening here? Why are his units halberdiers? Oh, he has his halbs on no attack stance? Are they attacking now? I can't tell. Anyways, the king is on the move. king is on the move, and he has to be very careful where he goes. Blue is chasing him down now. And Blue just researched treason. He wants to know where that king is, and he's looking for it. I think Yellow and Blue are friends again. Actually, no, I lied. He must just have vision from... Why does he have vision here? If he's not allied with Yellow. Maybe he is allied with Yellow. Oh, there's no longer buildings there. Okay, that's why. Yeah, this is the end for Nopsor. Nopsor should send all of his resources to Orange before it ends. But salutes in chat for Nopsor. Our top score goes down to Big Boss Boy. Yeah, I got confused because I saw yellow buildings, but I guess they'd been taken out a while ago. Okay, and Yellow just signaled to say, hey, this is where Orange's king is. We need to take him out on that left side. And here comes Nero. Can Nero do it? If at first you don't succeed, Shotel and Shotel again. I don't think... I mean, Blue has his buildings here. So he's always going to see this if he's paying attention. What really bothers me is how he has Watchtower. I think Khmer get Guard Tower. He really should upgrade his towers. But he has walled up the castle. I don't think the Shotels can easily attack that tower. Or can they? Oh my god. Put it into the castle, please. Big boss, put it into the castle. Put it into the castle. Not the next tower. It's going to eject it to the next tower. There's a chance, people. There's a chance. No way. King. Nero wins. Or doesn't win. But he kills Big Boss Boy. Finally. This guy was out of the game. He lost his original base. And he continued to send in wave after wave of Shotels. Look at his KD for a second. 205 kills, 670 deaths. A horrible KD. And now Yellow's like, well, that happens. I mean, Yellow's at 90 pop. Orange is at 77 pop. I mean, both players are in horrible positions right now. Now, let's just double check. So, if Nero's paying attention, he will go down here and take out his ally's monastery. And then he can take those relics. That would be 5 relics in total for him, as he's working with 1 at home. Legend spam in chat is more than deserved for Nero. Like, no offense to Purple, because it was cool to see how Purple played. But big difference between how Purple played and how... I just realized we were on the wrong scene this entire game. Let me just switch over real quick. But big difference between how Purple and Orange played when they were defeated, or when they were behind, was that Orange fought back. He boomed back into the game. He gave himself a real fighting chance. Whereas Purple just kind of spent his resources and raided, and then that was it. So, it's not easy to have the mentality to... What the... There's a longbow in there. What? This is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. A single longbow is in that transport ship. Box formation again from Yellow, which I freaking love. Do you think it's a decoy? Okay. Well. Let's see what he does with it. I think it's a scout. I think it's a scout, yeah. Or it's an assassin. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! How many transports went down? Wait a second. Okay, he didn't lose that many, I guess. Wait, can you guys scroll back on the VOD or clip that? Because the only way we could really know how much died there is to look at Nero's population. I really need to know. At least Yellow's aware that there's a castle there. He didn't know that much. See, what would happen there is if they were in the transport ship, they would sink. They would drown. So you wouldn't see any bodies because technically they were in the water, even though they were over ice. Ow. It looked like transports went down, But I don't know how many transports were full, because he tends to make transports that are not full of anything. And here, yeah, here he comes with the old transports. Kind of new to Twitch. Can you rewind to the stream? You can press clip, and you can rewind that way and look back. Or you have to press videos, and then click the current broadcast, which is live, and you can scroll back if you need to. It's not easy. It's not like YouTube, where you just click the bar at the bottom. Yellow's king is in a town center, which is weak. He lost about... Okay, people are saying 20 to 30 pops. So he actually did lose some of his force there. What I would do in this position is I would use all my gold to trade with Red's docks. Wait, Red doesn't have any docks. Why doesn't Red have any docks? How did that transpire? Did Blue take them out? I don't know. I missed something there. Where are the transports? Oh, they came down here. Okay. So I'd mentioned this. Orange will try and snag these relics. Ah, Red deleted his docks because Blue was trading with him. That's kind of funny, because now Nero's screwed and Nero can't trade with him. Nero's trading with somebody, though. Wait, was Nero allied with Infoboat? No. Oh, of course not, because Nero was killed by Infoboat. Or not killed, but relocated by Infoboat. So he's trading with Gray. And getting about 36 gold per trip. This is smart. Just make the monastery here. Put all the relics in instead of transporting them back over. I mean, I can make an argument for putting them in the corner because it's safer, but still takes so much time and you need 4 monks, which is expensive. What's Yellow doing? Yellow's rebooming right now. Yellow with 38 idle... Wait, no, that's 38 villagers. And rebooming out of 2 TCs. Legendary Bodus says, is this the last game of the day, T90? Definitely not, unless it goes on for another 3 or 4 hours. It shouldn't go on that long. But this has been a quality Diplo game. I know we don't have the chat, and that's a bummer, but this has been one of the best Diplo games we've had in a long time. We have a beautiful comeback story. We had some epic sniping attempts, and we had some snipes that actually worked out. So, the Yellow does have 1 relic, so he has 1 relic gold income. As far as I can see, he doesn't have any trade, though. So it should be better for Nero, but they're on opposite sides of the earth right now, so. Nopsor, what's up with your fish traps, by the way? You have some of the weirdest placed fish traps I've ever seen. Well, definitely not ever, because I've watched Tim play Age of Empires before, but you're probably in 2nd place. Okay, Yellow has Arb still. Yeah, it's really tough for Ethiopians to take out Britain Arbs. Certainly Shotels are not going to do it. You would need to get in, snipe the king, and get out. And the king is... Oh, now in this town center, okay. Yellow still has a demo here, I just realized. Mad King Nero with his Shotel warriors. Yeah, default, that's true. What I meant is while Ethiopians do have Siege Onager and Siege Ram and Arbs and Skirm, you know, they do have what it takes to kill Britons and post-imp. Shotels is not on that list. By the way, it's very possible that Nero has not had arson the entire game. Because he does not have a barracks. I don't recall him ever building a barracks. So that would mean he doesn't have squires. And he does not have arson. Arson means you do more damage against buildings, and then squires gives you more speed. I feel like elite Shotels with squires are a bit faster. That would also explain why he failed so many times. Whoa, what is this? 11. Nero is writing 11 in Palisades. And he's writing 11 in Palisades where his enemy can see it. Well, his enemy can't see the Palisade foundations. He'd actually have to build it. So, is that an 11? Like, haha, I'm doing it? or what a crazy game. I don't know. He, of course, does not know what we're saying about him right now. But right near where he needs to attack. Checking his point of view. Because he was allied with red, he can kind of see that yellow's over here. Oh, and he also is allied with gray, and gray still has the scout. That's funny. Yeah, I just don't know where he's going to go with his Shotels. Any direction he comes, he's going to have to cross a lot of land. That will take forever. Here comes yellow right by the 11. Little does he know. Yellow with 56 vills, Nero with 51. We have ourselves a very close game. If you don't know what 11 is, I have a video. It's called What is 11? Someone could maybe link it for you. But in Age of Empires, there's taunts. So 1 is yes, 2 is no, 3 is food, 4 is would please. There's a bunch of taunts, and 11. That's why everyone always spams 1s in this chat. Because it's basically like LMAO if you're an Age of Empires guy. What's bothering me about Orange, like, what I love about Orange is the fact that he commits and he continues to do this. But that's also what's kind of bad about him because he only has 17 on food. He refuses to invest his little gold income into more trade. That's what I would be doing anyways. Let me take a moment and thank people who are awesome. Thank you, Ramaranic, for the 3 months. Thank you, Mr. Murica, for 5 months. Burp and Turf, appreciate you, and thank you for the new sub. Dane P6, thank you for 10. An invalid name, thank you for the Prime sub. We also had Atticus, Ori, Fins coming in with new subscriptions today. Corby, Mr. Mooj, Matkins, Boominator, Gorosh, Ladio, Slacker, thank you. And Dark Guard's been crazy with gifted. Thank you, guys. If you had to put... If I handed you $10.5 billion right now, and you had to put all of that on one of these players, would you put all of your $10.5 billion on Nero or Chiwi? Orange or yellow, Nero or Chiwi, which one would you go for? Half one each, you can't do that. I just took the $10.5 million back. Sorry. I canceled the transaction. So, no $10.5 billion for you. Okay. I think chat's pretty 50-50 on this. And now we have a signal if we could only see what yellow was saying. But yellow's probably saying, I see you. Oh, God. Oh, not again. So many people are canceling their bets right now. Oh, God. Cancel your bets on Nero. Cancel your bets quickly. Again, I'm fairly certain he does not have Squires and Arson. But if he takes out the monastery, that's the only way that yellow's getting gold right now. Actually, I lied. Yellow has 1 or 2 trade cogs. Seriously, take out that monastery so he doesn't have the gold income from the relic. Arson makes such a big difference when trying to melt buildings. This is one of those things that he doesn't realize. And when he rewatches this and it's all over YouTube and he watches the VOD on Twitch and sees everyone's comments, he's going to be so frustrated with himself. Like, how am I so dumb, you know, to not get those upgrades? But I think a lot of people feel nerves in community games because they know how many people are watching. And it might also be more prevalent nowadays because you don't get in as many community games. If you could get in a community game once a month, guaranteed, then, it's whatever. But if you get in once every year, I don't know what it is. Depends on the person, how rigged it is, but... Yeah, if he had Squires, he'd be moving way faster. Oh, God. Blue strikes from the dead. No. No. God. No. Oh, God. Nero. Nero. Big Boss Boy with more kills. Big Boss Boy has been out of the game for a while. Still second place in the kills. That was so painful. That's what I mean. It's going to be so tough for the Shotels to surprise. You'd have to transport all the way through here and then hop out and go boom. I mean, that's doable. Yellow doesn't have water control, but... All right. Nero, you failed for the 4th or 5th time. What's the plan? Make more Shotel warriors. Okay, do you guys know that meme format with the, I think it's the guy speaking Spanish. It's the Keck W guy. You know that? I think someone should make should make a video for Nero. It'd be so fitting. It's like there's so many moments in this where you could fit in about not getting various upgrades, still going in for snipes, yada yada. I don't know what it's called. I apologize. Do you mean El Risatas? Maybe. I don't know. I've only seen various memes with it. But yeah, man, he definitely doesn't have those upgrades. He needs those upgrades. If I had to put my $10.5 billion on someone, I would bet on yellow, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Okay, yellow will win because he's not throwing away army pointlessly, says Freezing Point. But Freezing Point, when's the last time yellow has ever tried to snipe anybody? So that's fair. It wasn't too convincing when orange went in there and orange lost his units. That's fair, but orange is trying to snipe people. And Nero didn't know the scorpions were there. There's no way he would know that. Those are enemy scorpions. So yes, it was painful, but in Nero's defense, he wouldn't know. But yellow is doing... This is what makes me think yellow would win. Is he's investing into trade with this gold. So what little gold he gets, he's investing into trade. And he's getting 113 gold a trip. If this continues to be the case... He will probably beat Nero because Nero doesn't even have Navy. He has very little on gold. So I think yellow will just happily patrol with arbs at home for now. Wait till that gold count spikes up more and then maybe start making Navy. If you make Navy, this transport's no longer work. It might take some time, but 2 hours and 26 minutes, those are rookie numbers. Rookie numbers. Now, I think Nero should be able to see some of this, and now Nero's making trade. Funny enough, their trade cogs are passing each other. So who's going to be the first person to sit Navy here? Look. Yellow trade cogs and orange trading cogs just passing each other. They can see that. Maybe there's some trade agreement where they have to leave the trade cogs out of it. Maybe it's a war crime to take out trade cogs. I'm not sure. Because we all know that in war, people always follow the rules. Did I just see that halberdier attacking a trade cog? Oh my god. Nopsor is raiding the trade from the dead. Did you see that? I think when the ships come this way, it misses by a tile, but when the ships come back, they get hit. Look at how weak some of these are. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. This is too good. Wait for it. What is this? Watch, ready? Poke! Man, if this continues and yellow doesn't notice, he will eventually lose all of his trade. And poke! How does that happen, man? Oh, he just took out green's trade? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Well, yellow's adding docks in this little body of water and is going for galleon. And I said this moments ago. Orange really needs to have water control. Orange does not have that, guys. If you bet your money on Nero, this is your only chance. Because he doesn't have... He just doesn't have it in him to fight on water as well. I think he has to do it with Shotels. Update on the trade raid. Oh, wait. The halberdier is now going to attack a farm. Oh, man. Well, that's good for yellow then. If I could play the Pink Panther music right now without DMCA strike, I would totally do it. Shh. I don't think that we have the shush emote anymore. You could test it out. He wants to go right here. He could do it, but then he runs into blue elephants or yellow arbs. He really should research treason first. Because if he sees the king is here, he would probably eject it on this side instead of going around. Ah! Where's he going? Here. This would be the way to go. Now look at yellow's point of view. This is what yellow can see. Oh my god. This is doable. The king's in that town center. This is doable for orange. This is doable. This is so doable. Where are they? I think they're... Oh, no, don't go that way. What are you clearing out teals at? Oh, he's dropping a castle? With 2 villagers. You really couldn't find more space in there? A 2-villager castle? Well, he's clearing out teal's houses first. Yellow actually can't see much here. And yellow's hopping into transports. He's looking at this part of the screen right now. He probably does not see this. You can't make this up. He's focused on taking water and then ramming and arbing the enemy down. He does not know there's Shotel warriors here. This is a sick just passing moment. Now, what's funny is if yellow sends a navy this way, he will see the group of Shotel warriors. Currently, only one is on his point of view. Oh, wait, he spotted it. Okay, yellow spotted it. Surprise, surprise, the 2-villager castle will fail, and this gets very different because yellow has so much of his military. That big group of arbs, they're inside of the transport ship, so now they have to hop out of the transport ships. The king is in the weak town center, and orange just needs to go in for the king kill. Do not fight the arbs. He's just researched treason. Can he get it? The king is on the move. And the king is wisely being sent towards the transport ships. It does not seem like Nero can get the kill. And if only Nero had squires. And he just researched that upgrade again, so he knew the king was over here. So now he has to loop back. And the castle will never go up. He researched it once again. Okay, now what this might do... That right there might get Nero to invest on water. This is a horrible fight for Shotels to take. He might even be running after the transport ship. I guess if he killed blue, why not try and kill yellow? Is he really trying to group up around the... No, there's no way. Split formation. Still no way. He's trying his best. Ripperoni. That might get orange to invest onto water, but orange doesn't have any villagers on wood, so this might just be GG. Yellow with galleon. Galleon on water. Arbs on land. Nero does not have any wood to chop, and that's going to be tough. I see Shotel warriors down here. I think he's checking his idle military. Just to do what he could. He did melt that town center. Basically, this game got to the point where Nero could no longer go for cheeky sniping attempts to find success. Everyone can... Well, not everyone, but... No, it's a lot easier to find opportunities to snipe kings when people are preoccupied in other fights. But when it comes down to a 1v1, that's where the better macro player, the better micro player is going to prevail, usually. And so yellow, with some fine moves there to keep the king alive, will probably push out soon. I think orange is in big trouble. Yep. Arbs are no longer needed. They'll hop into the transport ships. The galleons will move out. I think Nero's probably saying something. So since our game that we all paid hard-earned money for does not tell us what the people are saying, let's just be creative. Let's say Nero's saying something like, well, man, it was, it's been a good fight. I really wanted to get first place. Congratulations to you. You're still going to have to kill me because he's getting War Galley now. So he's he's actually going to fight. I thought he was giving it up there. Never mind. He'll have to buy wood, but whatever. I thought he was going to call it there. But apparently not. Okay. So he researched War Galley. Galleon is next. Wait, do Ethiopians get Galleon? I don't even know, because you never see Ethiopians on water. They do get Galleon. Okay. How is Halberdier doing? Oh, the Halberdier update. Oh my god, the Halberdier's still here. This is one of my favorite things ever. Ready? Oh, just missed it. Next one. Poke. Look how weak all these trade cogs are. Poke. Hey, if this game goes on for another 3 hours, Yellow will have no trade, and he will not have realized. Now this is a trade raid right here. The pointy boy. But that one's been hit. This one's been hit. This one's been hit. This one's been hit. They've all been hit once. Okay, there's another hit. So it's 3 hits from a help to take out a trade card. And oh no, the GG was called. I was too busy focusing on that. I think, did Nero sacrifice himself or what? I'm not so sure. Sorry I missed that. We were focusing on more important things. He probably realized that he couldn't do it. So props to him for not dragging it out for another half hour. I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to see a trade cog actually die to the help, but GG. Sally says there's actually a go-to king hotkey. It is under hotkeys, cycle commands, go-to king, about 6. It seems to work in-game as well as defaults to control plus alt. Okay, I'll have to set one at some point. I remember back in the Voobly days when they added one, it was control alt up. Clearly that doesn't do it here, but I'll set that for future games. That's cool that, again, respect where it's due, that the devs added that, which was something that I was also asking for and complaining about for a long time. So that's really cool to see. I didn't know it was a thing, which is my bad. Whew. DC Good Places. I didn't want to make you guys last for many hours. DC Good Place. I assume you were Nero in game. Congratulations on a good game. Also, next time I'd suggest making a barracks and researching squires and getting arson. But you did good without that. That was a quality game. Yellow probably was a benefit of a bunch of different things here. When orange sniped blue, which was the snipe of the game, it put yellow in a better position. When red was taken out by blue, it put yellow in a better position. And so yellow was probably 3rd or 4th place that entire game, and then the top dogs were knocked out. And due to that, yellow had the time again. But that's just what happens in diplomacy. Yellow did have the most food and wood collected in that game. Big Boss had the most gold and... or sorry, just gold collected in that game. If you think back to everything that happens, I think Infoboat now probably regrets killing purple, or maybe wishes he would have teamed up with yellow or had some type of an arrangement there. Because Infoboat was the best player for a bit, then ran out of resources and couldn't expand. Green probably the same, though Green wasn't as aggressive. I think Green probably wanted to, again, just chat more. I don't know how much you guys were chatting. You'll have to tell me now that you come back. But chat to yellow, chat to blue, work with somebody. Poof. But anyways, again, it was a quality Diplo game. We had backstabs, we had snipes, we had various unique units. That's exactly what you'd want. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, I know there's been people out there who've watched for years and they really like Diplo, and it's been less and less on YouTube since DE due to all the issues with it. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll try and get more up soon if we can get some good games today. I do my community game streams on Fridays if you ever wanted to stop by. Time tends to vary, but normally it's around 16 or 17 GMT. Poof. I feel slightly bad for Big Boss Boy. It is how Diplo goes. But still. I mean, he should have had the king inside the castle. But to have that much military and that much gold and then die like that. You played 2 hours to die like this, right? I love how Nero's timeline shows pretty clearly how he was playing this game the whole time. I make Shotels, I lose Shotels. I make Shotels, I lose Shotels. More Shotels, death. More Shotels, death. More Shotels, death. Shotels, death. And then he eventually resigned.